This is Adam, and he suffers from gout. Try Ural. It helps to prevent crystallization of uric acid crystals in gout therapy. Ural, effective urinary alkalinizer for gout.
Good evening, I'm Prasad and this is KiniNews. Rosmah Mansor's appeal to challenge the appointment of Gopal Sri Ram as her prosecutor was dismissed by the Court of Appeal. They said it was filed too late and there was no merit to the appeal. To add insult to injury, Rosmah has to pay 10,000 ringgit in costs. Looks like her legal troubles just got a little more expensive and a lot less appealing.
The Court of Appeal has dismissed Rosmah Mansor's appeal for leave to proceed with a judicial review to challenge the validity of the appointment of the late Gopal Sri Ram as the lead prosecutor in her graft case linked to the 1.25 billion ringgit solar hybrid energy project. During online proceedings this morning, the court ruled that the judicial review was filed out of time at the High Court. Justice C. Mi Chun added that there was no merit in the appeal. The Court of Appeal bench also ordered Rosmah to pay 10,000 ringgit in costs to the Attorney General's chambers and the government, the two respondents in the appeal. On August 30th last year, the High Court had denied the judicial review leave to Rosmah while allowing the AGC and the government's preliminary objection. The objection was that the judicial review was filed out of time, as Rosmah was first charged at the criminal court on November 15, 2018, but she only filed the civil action on June 24th last year. Under the law, a judicial review must be filed within 3 months of the applicant finding out about the decision which they seek to challenge in court.
Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution assured everyone that there's nothing controversial about the switch from Acryl Sani to Razarudin Husain as the Inspector General of Police. According to Saifuddin, it's just like a regular government job with a contract where it can be terminated or shortened at any time.
Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said there is nothing controversial on the replacement of Acryl Sani Abdullah Sani with his deputy Razarudin Husain. Saifuddin told media editors yesterday that a police officer or civil servant who is appointed on contract can be terminated or have the service shortened at any time. He said in this regard, the replacement of Acryl Sani as IGP was a normal process. Saifuddin clarified that on principle, police officers with the rank of Commissioner of Police are eligible to be appointed for the post of IGP or Deputy IGP. He said they will be evaluated based on several criteria including integrity, a good understanding of public security and order, in addition to experience and academic qualifications. Acryl Sani had been appointed as IGP on a contractual basis for 2 years as he had retired, effective from October 4th, 2021, which should end on October 4th this year. However, he had opted for early retirement. Razarudin was appointed as the new IGP today, while Ayub Khan Maidin Piche has been made his deputy.
Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim had a retirement plan for outgoing top cop Acryl Sani, a role overseas. Will he be the next 007? Not quite, but while Anwar's plan still remains a mystery, here's what we know. The retirement plan was revealed by Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail during his speech at the IGP duty handover ceremony this morning. However, Saifuddin said Acryl was reluctant to accept the posting abroad as he wanted to be close to his family, including his grandchildren.
Lepas itulah baru saya diberitahu bahawa Perdana Menteri bertanyakan plan persaraan Tan Sri. Sebenarnya cenderungan Perdana Menteri untuk memposisikan Tan Sri di satu peranan di luar negara. Tapi Tan Sri, dia ingat cucu dia ingat keluarga dia ingat jemaah masjid dia.
With the state elections looming, Malaysia Kini has launched a dedicated page allowing users to simulate the results of the upcoming state elections using data from GE15. This project has been the result of countless hours of work by my colleagues. Check out the link provided and consider donating to support future endeavours like this. But first, let's delve into how the simulator on our special page operates.
seats.
So while you are most certainly welcome to use and try out our simulator, there are certain things you may not want to try to use in the state elections. The 3R. And no, I'm not talking about reduce, reuse and recycle. Home Minister Saifuddin Ismail has cautioned political parties against raising sensitive issues related to religion, royalty and race during the upcoming state elections. During an exclusive session with media editors, he emphasized that while parties are free to express different views, they should refrain from touching on the 3R aspects. Saifuddin stated that the current trend of politicking revolves around the 3R, and any offenders who raise such matters during the elections will face action by the police under the Sedition Act or Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act. He mentioned that the 3R special team established in March will monitor these actions. He also expressed confidence in the leadership of the newly appointed IGP, Razarudin Husain, in addressing this trend. With regard to the state election preparations in Kelantan, Negeri Sembilan, Selangor, Penang, Kedah and Terengganu, Saifuddin assured that the police force is ready with a standard operating procedure to ensure the safety of voters and prevent any violations of the law during the state polls. Controversial blogger Raja Petra Kamarudin, who claims to be barred from returning to Malaysia, has been told to stop playing the victim. Here's what he can do if he misses Malaysia so much. Home Minister Saifuddin Ismail has responded to controversial blogger Raja Petra Kamarudin on his claims that the government and police have not allowed him to return to Malaysia. In an interview with media editors yesterday, Saifuddin advised Raja Petra not to play the victim and said that he could write a letter to him if he missed Malaysia and wants to come back. Saifuddin added that the government had never prevented him from returning home and questioned who Raja Petra had contacted about returning back. He said Raja Petra should use the proper channels, which is the Home Ministry, and if he has issues with the proper documentation, he could contact him officially. Raja Petra was reported to have fled the country after 2 arrest warrants were issued against him for failing to appear in court in 2009 for his trial for allegedly publishing seditious and defamatory articles through his website. In a recent video post on social media, he claimed to have used various means to return since 2013, including holding negotiations with Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi under the administration of Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak without success.
Yang Malaysia tak mau saya balik ke Malaysia kerana takut saya ni akan menjadi bahaya kepada kerajaan. Itu alasan yang mereka beri. So bukan saya tak mau balik. Kerajaan tak mau saya balik ke Malaysia.
Rosmah is not the only one who has been ordered to pay costs this week. Joining her is Lim Guan Eng for a separate case he filed against a MCA leader. MCA Vice President Tan Teck Cheng has urged DAP Chairperson Lim Guan Eng to be more transparent when responding to scrutiny by the public. He said this following the Penang High Court decision to dismiss Lim's defamation suit against him yesterday. Tan said that as a government official in the past and an elected representative now, Lim should be more transparent and not attempt to silence critics using the law. He added that as the only Chinese-based political party in Malaysia, MCA will continue to defend the rights and welfare of all Malaysians, including the right to mother tongue education, no matter the threats, provocation and interference by other parties. Lim had filed a defamation suit against Tan and the Star in March last year. This was over a letter that appeared in the Star on March 7th, penned by Tan, which challenged Lim to state if he, as Finance Minister, had demanded that SJKC Kwek Ho Yao change its name in exchange for 4 million ringgit in government funds. Lim has denied setting such a condition and said that the claims were false and untrue. Yesterday, the court ruled that the comment made by Tan was not defamatory and ordered Lim to pay 20,000 ringgit to Tan and 30,000 ringgit to the newspaper in costs. MIC has issued a challenge to UMNO Supreme Council member Lokman Adam, urging him to propose a resolution to remove the party from BN. The challenge was presented by R. Tinalin, MIC's information chief, in response to Lokman's recent statement suggesting that UMNO does not need to provide special treatment to MIC and MCA as these parties fail to attract Indian and Chinese votes, respectively. In a recent interview with a local news portal, Lokman reportedly emphasized that MCA and MIC must demonstrate their continued support among non-Malay voters before participating in the upcoming state elections. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.